Hey guys, happy Friday! Today we are going to finish up working with I Survived the Shark Attacks of 1916. I am going to read to you in the back of the book. There's a little snippet of a true story, and then there's some shark attack facts that I'm going to read to you because I thought you might be interested in it. Okay? The Shark Attacks of 1916, an unbelievable true story. Imagine reading an article about a rabbit that suddenly turned into a bloodthirsty killer. You would laugh, maybe, or shake your head in disbelief. That's how most Americans in 1916 felt when they first heard about the shark attacks along the New Jersey shore. A shark attacking a human? Impossible! Sharks are tame creatures, most people believed, easily scared, with jaws too weak to do real damage to a human. There were no real marine biologists in those days, no scuba gear or submarines for water exploration. There had never been close studies of sharks, just stories passed down over generations. And of course, everyone knew about Herman Ulrichs and his famous reward. In 1891, the tycoon had offered $500 to anyone who could prove that a person who had ever been attacked by a shark along the east coast of the United States, north of North Carolina. Decades went by and nobody collected the reward. This seemed to confirm the popular belief that sharks pose no danger to humans. So that's why Chet and the boys didn't believe the newspaper articles. And then came the attacks of 1916. Though the characters in my book are made up, the major events of the story are true. Over 12 days during the scorching hot July of 1916, 4 people were killed in shark attacks. First, Charles Vanson and then Charles Bruder were fatally wounded swimming in the ocean. Then, 16 miles from the ocean, 11-year-old Lester Stilwell was killed while he was swimming with his buddies in the Matawan Creek. 24-year-old Stanley Fisher was attacked trying to rescue Lester. 12-year-old Joseph Dunn was bitten on the leg but survived, just like Chet. These attacks shocked America and shattered false ideas about sharks. There was no doubt that these were shark attacks. 2 days after the Matawan attacks, a great white shark was caught in the Raritan Bay. It had human bones in its stomach, which seemed to prove that the killer had been caught. But over the past few decades, scientists and investigators have raised questions about the attacks. Many doubt a lone great white was responsible. They say a bull shark is more likely to have attacked in the Matawan Creek, since that is the only man-eating species that can easily survive in fresh water for a length of time. In the weeks before the first attacks, ship captains had reported seeing more sharks than usual in the Atlantic shipping lanes, including great whites and bull sharks. Perhaps some unusual ocean or weather conditions had attracted sharks to shore areas, where they tragically crossed paths with swimmers. We will never know for sure. What we do know is that shark attacks are extremely rare, and that the attacks of 1916 will never be forgotten. Lauren Tarshis. That was a letter from the author. So, even though this story was made up, it's historical fiction, those events did happen in real life. Right, then we have some facts about sharks. Of the more than 350 known species of sharks, only 4 are particularly prone to attack a human: the bull shark, the great white, the tiger shark, and the hammerhead. The bull shark is considered by many experts to be the most dangerous to humans. Shark attacks are very rare. In 2008, there were 118 attacks reported worldwide and 4 deaths. Of those attacks, 59 were unprovoked, which means that the shark attacked someone who was not doing anything to deliberately attract or touch it. In contrast, an average of 125,000 people die of snake bites each year. Some scientists believe that most sharks don't mean to attack humans, but mistake surfers or swimmers for large sea animals. Hello, kitty. Like seals. This could explain why most shark attacks on humans are not fatal. A shark takes one bite, realizes its mistake, and swims away. Most shark attacks happen to people swimming alone in the ocean. Experts suggest that the best way to avoid an attack is to swim in groups. Other tips: avoid swimming at night or at dusk. Swimming with a dog can be dangerous because the whirling motion of the dog's paws in the water can attract sharks. Leave jewelry at home, since bright objects can also attract sharks. And don't swim in the ocean if you have a bleeding wound. Florida is the #1 shark attack state, with an average of 30 attacks a year. There have been no deaths over the past 4 years. California, Hawaii, North Carolina, and South Carolina have had a few attacks over the last 5 years. There has not been another attack recorded in New Jersey since 1926. Every year, humans kill nearly 100 million sharks, mainly for their fins, which are a prized ingredient for shark fin soup. Many shark species are endangered, including the great white. The International Shark Attack File investigates every reported shark attack in the world and maintains detailed records. Check out their fascinating website, and then it gives the website, and I will put that on Google Classroom for you. Okay? All right, that's all of our facts. And we've read the entire book. So, what I want you to do today is I want you to go to the Flipgrid that I'm going to post, and I want you to tell me anything about the book, about shark attacks, and you can look up, you can do some research on more shark attacks. Remember, when we want to Google something, we can type in, maybe you want to look at shark attacks in North Carolina. Shark attacks in North Carolina. So we've got lots of news websites right here. Say, let's be a little more specific, because remember, when you research online, the more specific, the better. Let's look at last year, 2019. Here's North Carolina shark attacks. And this book, I know one of the facts said that there haven't been any in the last 5 years, but this book was published a couple years ago, so that could have changed. 8-year-old who suffered from a shark bite is expected to make a full recovery. A shark bit the leg of a swimmer on Sunday, June 16th, off the coast of North Carolina on Bald Head Island. Okay, you can also, or you can Google different shark attacks that have happened in North Carolina or another state. I know a lot of you guys go to Myrtle Beach for your vacation, so maybe you want to look at Myrtle Beach shark attacks or South Carolina shark attacks. Maybe you just want to know shark attack information for kids. So then you've got some kid-friendly websites. Shark Facts. Learn some more about shark attacks and sharks in general, and then tell everybody on our Flipgrid. And I'm going to post this on Google Classroom for you as well. So you just go to the Flipgrid and do your video. Yours might look a little different than mine. I'll post the code. You've done them before. You know how to do it. Just start a new Flipgrid, and it'll post. And then I think I can make it so that we can see everybody's videos, so we can share and see each other's faces. Okay? So this practicing researching is RI.5.9, and that is integrating information from several texts on the same topic in order to write or speak about the subject knowledgeably. So if you are integrating information from our book, the facts that I just read, and some information that you're finding online, and then you're speaking on the Flipgrid, that is showing mastery of the standard. So you might want to jot down some notes while you are researching, so you know what you're going to say. Don't just go into it like, I'm just going to start and let everything spew out. Make sure you know what you're going to say too, so you're teaching us things, okay? All right, guys, I can't wait to see your videos. Bye.